It's like a light bulb in the mouth.
Hey everybody, welcome to Legend Saints of Discord, and this is the end of the year. It's been a good year, for the most part. I've had a really rough fall, but for the most part, it's been a pretty good year.
Not yet the end of the year, but close enough.
Yeah.
We need to get Jables a Zimmer frame so he can actually walk around now, because he's had a rough fall.
Yeah.
He's a couple steps away from being put in a home.
I'm not getting you any more gummy bears, Bubba. I already told you that was the
I want
last
more
one
gummy
for now.
bears.
Yeah, Jables.
What's that?
Fine.
Is that your treat?
All right. How's your guys' Christmases?
I got a security camera system.
What? You don't live near anybody.
Well, it's mostly for keeping an eye on the dog. And also, at some point, I will get enough cameras that I can also keep an eye on my yard for wild animals coming in and out.
So many cameras, the NSA quivers in anticipation.
Keep in mind,
Yeah.
Dapper, Rimshee had a pest problem, and he crawled around in a ghillie suit with a BB gun to take care of it.
That sounds like my Rimshee. Yeah.
Yeah, the security cameras are just step one. Next is the automated sentry guns.
Ghillie suits, a Marine's response.
I am not doing that. I don't know what
Fine.
you're talking about.
Mini claymores.
Like I said, I'm not
Road.
doing that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Quick, hit the early
This
end
side
music.
towards squirrel.
We're talking about explosives. Quick, hit the early end time music.
No. Rimshee made me promise him that I wouldn't play that song on stream anymore.
Okay.
I didn't
Unless
make
it
you.
was
It was
really,
your choice.
really, really funny.
It was your choice to either never play that again or get muted constantly.
Yeah.
Also, I can't afford to lose my voice right now, so...
Hey, Bubba.
I'm problematic.
Oh wait, we're on Twitch. I can play
Yes, you
this.
And because of that, I say, fuck the
No,
Jews.
you can't.
We're
say-
also on
I'm gonna say
YouTube.
God damn it!
I could also be arrested for being involved in this now. Thank you, asshole.
Racist.
No. For legal reasons,
Yeah.
I
Oh wait.
For legal reasons, that's a joke. For legal reasons, that's a joke.
thank you. That absolves me of any criminal liability.
Yeah.
Well,
No
while
offense,
you're
Dad,
doing
but
this,
fuck you
I'm
and
gonna
your
saw
nanny
off
state.
part of my desk.
Hold on. Let me do a message to Dapper's police force and government. To Dapper's police force and government, these words are my own. They are things that I am saying as an American with my freedom of speech. They do not reflect on Dapper whatsoever, and he has no part in anything that I do.
I appreciate the disclaimer. However, I'm going to disagree with you there, sir. We do not live in a nanny state here in the UK, because nanny states do the things that they do to protect you.
Yeah.
I can't legally say any more than that.
Oh yeah, didn't you guys just have like a new law passed? That's like.
Yeah, basically the "fuck you if you're not part of us" law.
Yeah.
I'm going to refrain from answering any questions about modern political discourse in the United Kingdom, if that's okay.
My name is Jeff Holiday. I'm the creator of Kekistan, and I love the blacks.
Wow, Jeff, why would you
Fuck
do such
that guy.
Really?
a
Really, Jeff?
Get him out of here. Don't want him on this show.
He
Yeah.
doesn't love the blacks. Not like we do.
No.
Sensually.
I'm still here, I promise.
I'd say he's got questionable support of the Browns too.
Depends on which Browns they are, what side of the team they're playing for. Obviously, I'm talking about the Cleveland Browns.
of gun.
I wouldn't be talking
Oh,
about anything
Christ. Why the fuck do you gotta bring the Factory of Sadness up?
That's why.
Okay, so it's a pretty famous clip of a guy, he's a Browns fan, and he's standing outside Browns Stadium in the middle of the night, and he just screams at the stadium, "You are a factory of sadness."
Well, you know, any American football team that is synonymous with taking a shit, it's probably not a great team. I'm going to be honest with you, and I know fuck all about American football.
So here's a funny thing for me. So way back when my city, Indianapolis, we did not have an NFL team until a certain guy got some money together and convinced the Baltimore Colts to pack up all their shit into Mayflower trucks in the middle of the night and move to Indianapolis. Also, it didn't help that Baltimore wasn't willing to buy them a new stadium because theirs was falling apart.
Yeah.
So Baltimore hated our guts for years because we stole their team.
Well, kind of like
Only for them to turn around and do the exact same thing to Cleveland.
well, kind of like the Oakland Raiders, right? Going to Vegas.
Oakland Raiders
Yeah.
are now
Well,
Las
the
Vegas
Oakland Raiders
but they were
had
the
left
LA
Los
Raiders before
Angeles. So this is the second time that they've skipped town.
Yeah, they don't give a
Only
fuck.
this time they
It's like,
skipped
who's giving us
state
money?
too.
Oh, come on, they make more money off of merchandising than they do playing football.
But yeah, we stole the Colts, and they became the Indianapolis Colts. And then Baltimore years later steals the Cleveland Browns, and they become the Baltimore Ravens. And now the current Cleveland Browns are technically an expansion team.
So what was on the docket this evening before I ram raided your voice chat and then decided to make it a football stream?
This was about it.
Yeah.
Neat.
We were just thinking, like, we're just going to shoot the shit and maybe talk some highlights of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't
I
think
didn't
of
come up with
anything.
it,
I
by
already
the
have
way, so
one
if
of
you guys didn't.
Oh no, I had one burning bright in the front of my mind as soon as Jables asked that question.
I mean,
Yeah.
I can think of a few, but not ones we can mention on stream.
No, like specifically show highlights. Probably, I think my personal favorite highlight of the show this year was Jables completely losing his shit and almost losing his voice because some dumb bitch said that GoldenEye was bad.
The video game or the movie?
Video game.
The video game.
I mean, if I may be so bold as to say, I think Jables was absolutely correct. in his-
Incorrect?
Correct. I think you're
Oh,
correct.
No,
okay.
correct.
Okay.
I
Okay.
think,
I would bet that she thinks Brown Eye is better than Golden Eye.
I would bet that her brown eye weeps at night.
Like-
so.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm talking
yeah.
like Jables, like, stood up out of his seat, picked up his
Oh, yeah.
microphone, started screaming, damn near flipped his desk.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. GoldenEye's not as good as like Dr. No, but
When it comes to movies, sure.
sure.
But
the video
yeah,
game
we're
is
talking
Talking
about
about the video game.
Yeah.
Well, no, even From Russia with Love is a pretty good third-person adventure tie-in.
Because, like, the whole point of this list that we were looking at, this bitch was talking about, like, these are games that didn't age well and you shouldn't bother playing them.
Oh no, that's a terrible idea. Like that. No, you. Oh, now I
Yeah.
want to scream it in this bitch's face as well.
Yeah.
For
And
legal
she had the audacity to put GoldenEye on that list.
And it was like, hi, you definitely should not play this game on the list.
Like,
and right before we saw it on the list, I was like, she better not put
Jables was
fucking
talking
GoldenEye
about
on
it.
this.
like I can get behind someone putting GTA 3 on that list because GTA 3 is more of a proof of concept. It's a classic. It's a great game.
Yeah, it's not
but,
until
like,
Vice
it's not for
City.
everyone.
Yeah, that's fair. Go
Really-
to Vice City or San Andreas first.
Yeah,
I get
if you
that.
want the original, if you want the
San
original 3D
Andreas.
universe ones, San Andreas is still one of my favorite games of all time. But GoldenEye.
Yeah, they finally
It's
fixed the
so
definitive
fucking good.
edition.
Like, don't get me wrong, I've got very fond memories of playing GoldenEye. I could put it on my list of things to skip if you, but I would never like advise against people playing it. Like, it's a classic.
Here's the thing with GoldenEye: you have to play it with the 64 controller. That's the only thing.
No,
I think
I'll
the
play it
biggest
keyboard and mouse and
issue.
an emulator.
Honestly, I think the biggest issue was that it wasn't just that she was saying GoldenEye is the original GoldenEye is bad. She was making the claim that the remake, which was absolute dog shit, it was only an improvement in terms of control scheme, the control scheme. And that's only because technology improved. Everywhere else, it fell vastly short. Like, there was a Grand Canyon or 12 between where it should have been and where it was.
Yeah.
I mean, like, for context, like, the way she started that list, like, I still didn't agree with her, but, like, it was more reasoned. Because, like, I think the first game she had on the list was Shadow of the Colossus. Where she's like, you know, like, we have an excellent remake of this game now, so there's not that much point to play the original.
That's fair. If there's
And
a
I'm
good
like-
remake, you know, that's.
Oh, like, yeah, that.
no-
Well, in that case, like with Shadow of the Colossus, like not only was it like a full graphical update of the game, but like the control scheme and control feel in the remake is better than the original game. It's just more refined.
No.
But that doesn't mean that the original game doesn't still have value and that you still shouldn't play the original game if you have the chance.
Yeah, and by the way, for anybody that watches this, we are pro video game preservation because video games are art. So
Yeah.
Absolutely. Also, a lot of the old games are vastly better than the new games anyway.
I don't know. I think you should get used to not owning your games.
Fuck off.
Dapper, I'm gonna kill you.
For legal reasons, that's a joke. For legal reasons, that's a joke.
Well, I mean, I wonder what that guy's saying right now. Now that his company is no longer his own. So you know.
Yeah.
Wonder. Sounds like karma came to him. there.
No, the full quote was made it actually a little less nefarious than just that one line.
Much in the same way that the Nestle quote is kind of a little less.
He was
awful.
talking about
Hey,
like games
stop
being
that.
on like streaming services, and yeah, so like Netflix and shit. So you know, you don't own movies anymore. You just got to get used to not owning
Man.
games too.
Fuck that. Buy physical media. Go out and buy every piece of physical media you can fucking afford.
Speaking of physical
I
media,
do like that you brought that up, though, Dap.
yeah, that's actually
The
a
fucking
great
Ubisoft
segue into
situation
some
is
of my
fucking
Christmas
crazy.
presents.
Oh boy.
Here, I'm gonna pull one out. I got a couple I'm gonna show, and then I got a big closer.
Y2K, I've had this haircut since before. Oh, if you're talking about this, yeah, I trimmed my face.
He's not talking about the
need
haircut north of the border.
So,
My whiskers
God.
are getting to chewing length.
I have been trimmed no more than I already am.
for Christmas, I got the Where's Waldo Ultimate Collection. I got all the books.
Nice.
So guess who's making that speedrun video?
I got a audio book. for
Dapper, if you don't know, I've been planning to do a speedrun video through all the Where's Waldo books.
Okay, cool. You can speedrun the audiobooks even better if you get the timestamps ahead of time.
Jables is a
So
he follows.
I
speedrunning
literally cut.
communities.
Go ahead. All right, I'll go. I literally cut a piece off of my table, and my son is now trying to put it back on.
How was it fun?
Like, I'll fix it, Dad.
Here's another thing I got.
Start giving him the nail.
My
down,
mom-
whatever you do.
At a flea market, found this box full of comedy albums. Look who was right on top.
Oh,
Good
nice.
old Bill Cosby.
That's amazing.
No,
That's
it's crazy.
amazing.
Every time I sit down to listen to that, I end up falling asleep. I just don't know what happened to me.
No, Dap, I
You know, it's really-
literally used to listen to Bill Cosby when I went to bed when I was a kid.
If it makes you feel any better, I used to watch Rolf Harris documentaries with my grandmother.
That reminds me, I don't know where we got it from, and I don't know where it is currently, but floating around the house somewhere is a book by Bill Cosby called Love and Marriage.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, that's ironic.
I'm gonna tell you how to have a good.
Yeah, neither were required, were they, Bill?
Yeah.
Well,
Not even
with a
consent
special
was
sauce.
required.
Rufinol was.
Oh, jeez.
Quaaludes.
Slip a couple of black beauties in this drink and get all the black beauties he wants.
Yeah. No, it's nice. There's like 100 albums in there, and like,
That's sick.
yeah. It was actually a very thoughtful gift from my mother.
Yeah, this is one of the things this is something my wife got me. This right here, which
A
funny
fleshlight?
enough corresponds to the drink that my in-laws got me a buttload of for Christmas. This thing insulates like a motherfucker. Like I can literally leave this out for an hour and it'll still be cold.
Nice. Fucking score.
Ooh.
What drink did you get?
Ah.
Put my foot on your face, dog. What?
What? Kid tried to take down the green screen?
No, he's got this it's called a origami. It's just some cushions for fort building. But they were stacked and he was going and one of them hit the edge of the green screen and messed it up.
All right. By the way, Rimshee, I noticed some balding on your crown.
Yeah, that's not actually there. I have had it looked at. It's just the area where my fucking hair is visible from the part.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Looks
Yeah.
like you should be wearing a little yarmulke.
Yeah. I've got a cowlick somewhere in the middle of my head. Not exactly sure where it is.
Yeah, like I said, I've had it looked at, so...
What about the bowl patch at the front of your head, though?
That's just his
This?
hairline.
Oh my god!
no,
I'm
this?
sorry. I thought you just had a bowl patch. I didn't realize your hairline was that bad.
Yeah, my hairline's been like that my whole life. I got pulled off to the side during chow one day in boot camp because an officer thought I was being abused by the drill instructors.
He was just not that way.
Yeah, no, I saw pictures of Rimshee in high school. He's always had that hairline. It's fucking insane.
It's a left step down. Oh.
I tell you what, though, the absolute relief that was most likely visible on my face when I realized he was asking about my hairline, not about to get on my ass for something I was doing wrong. Oh, you just think I'm being abused? Okay, cool.
I can
Yeah.
live with that. That's
I
not an
am,
issue.
Like, no,
but
sir,
also
I'm
I'm not. This is just my hairline.
I'm just a genetic freak.
Yeah.
Hey, I ain't squealing on any of my drill instructors. Even if they were abusing us, I ain't squealing. Quickest way out of boot camp is to fucking graduate. Period.
Mhm.
I thought the quickest way was to make a fuss every time they made you want to do something you didn't want to do.
I thought
Oh
the
no,
quickest
they
way
keep
was...
you longer. If you're being a little bitch, they drop you back a cycle. If you're a little bitch there, they drop you back another cycle. If they continually have to do that, they eventually put you in a separation platoon, which means you're probably going to be there for another 6 months.
Yeah, it happened to
The quickest
family
way
member
out
of
of
mine.
boot camp is to graduate, or at least that was true when I was going through.
Yeah.
I had a family member of mine get back squatted several times, and then left before he ever even saw active service because
Yeah.
he'd aged out.
Man, I'm just...
But I got told no.
Wait, can I be
I-
drafted still?
How old are you?
31.
Yes.
Yes, up to 35,
Shit.
isn't it, for you guys?
Yeah, is it 35?
It is for
Good.
us. I don't know about you guys, but I got told no. I tried. The army said no. Your knees bend too much the wrong way by 1 degree, and you can go fuck yourself, son. Like, oh, okay, cool.
Alright.
No commando training for me then.
My
I have
feet
no
are-
intentions.
My feet are shot. I wouldn't have been able to join either, probably.
I
I've
got
got a bad temporary scoliosis thing going on. So...
a pre-scoliosis. I can't stand up straight. My saluting arm's no good.
I literally can't
It looks
stand
like
up
it's
straight right
25 for us.
now. Oh,
That's
okay,
fair.
so I'm good.
But
I'm in
that
the
doesn't
clear.
make sense.
No.
Yeah, I thought it was definitely like 35.
Yeah,
well, I
everything
could've
I'm seeing
sworn-
is saying the max, but I think you have to register between 18 and 25, and I think that's where all the information
Yeah.
is coming from.
Yeah, I thought you were eligible to be drafted up to 35.
really weird Christmas morning. We drove to see my family, and then I turn up. I turn my internet on my phone because I don't leave it on all the time. And I get 2 emails from mutual friends of ours saying that they've gifted me games. I got the entire Metro series from a good friend of ours.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
So here he goes spending money on me again. I have several internet sugar daddies, despite the fact that I'm a straight man in a committed
I
relationship.
haven't played Exodus, but I played the hell out of Last Light.
I played
Yeah.
the first one really like quite a lot, and I loved it. No, I never played the other 2. And there's a new one coming out soon, so we'll have to see how that goes.
Yeah.
But if the modern gaming industry is... Oh, I'm not
Sorry.
related to these people.
That's what you claim.
Yeah. I played 2033 and I played
Mm.
Last Light. I ended up playing Last Light more because I liked the weapon selection and weapon customization a lot more in Last Light. Only way to play those games is
Alright.
Ranger mode, though.
Oh, hey, Dina subscribed with Prime. Thanks, Dina. Subscribed for 53 months.
What's your
Sorry, I
your
didn't catch that earlier.
What's your favorite news story of the year then?
What?
What's your favorite news story of the year? Because several things have happened over the course of this year that is interesting. What's the one that caught your eye the most? The one that caught your ire or your love the most?
Oh, my whole view of the entire year is really clouded by some fucked up shit that happened over the last couple months.
Mm.
So I'm like, I'm
I
kind of a
get
bad
that.
person to ask about that.
What you up to, Bubba?
Yeah, I live my life 1 week at a time, so
yeah.
try not to,
All right,
to
I'll-
hold on to it.
I'll
I was
say- I'll say
anally
it on
probed by aliens, so my end of year is a little skewed too.
Yeah,
You were anally probed.
Yeah, Dapper. What happened was my
Bigfoot
best
was on
friend
there
from
too.
My best friend from back home, his 3-year-old son died like a
Oh
month
shit!
ago.
I'm sorry to hear that. My
Yeah,
condolences.
it sucks. And then he had another kid like a week later, and so that's been that's sort of been occupying my brain space for the last month or so.
Yeah, I mean, it would do. Yeah, that's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna make comedy really difficult, especially considering 90% of my humor is about children.
Oh no, I've already made so many jokes about it.
Yeah.
And I've done them on stage.
Well, you know,
because it's like
just,
I won't do them on stream because he could potentially find these, and I don't want him to hear them.
No.
But
just to know that you've made them will be enough, to be honest. No,
he knows I love him.
My favorite kind of thing of the year has to be the hang on a second. I'll try and find it. You guys carry on. I'm gonna go on a quick hunt to see if I can find the actual link.
Yeah, what are my favorite things of the year?
Oh.
Yeah. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think too many good things happened this year.
Well, you know, as Mark Hamill would say, the Orange Abomination got elected.
We don't do politics.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. I wasn't going to get into politics, but now I'm
You
going.
just got into politics.
No, the
I'll server me, yeah.
Well, I was going to say, you know, more of a kind of, more broadly speaking, you know, it just means that the counter message of everyone being pissed off with everything is getting through a little bit more now. I think more people are feeling more free to speak, more broadly anyway.
Yeah, I have noticed that a lot.
There's a lot more kind of, there's a lot more realness with the way people speak.
Yeah.
And a lot less self-censorship, which I appreciate. Which is why.
Yeah, I was watching a video just earlier this morning. This chick was censoring out the word abuse and stuff in her videos, and I'm like, come on. Like, if you're gonna talk about something, talk about something. Say it with your full chest.
Yeah, that just sounds dumb.
Honestly, it just
Makes
sounds
you
like you
sound
don't really care about what
dumb.
you're saying. You know.
Oh yeah, it's just like fucking
Yeah,
YouTube's whole thing with like, oh, you said suicide, you're demonetized now.
Well, what are you gonna try and raise awareness about a subject you can't even say?
Yeah, there's a
It's fucking stupid. I hate
there's
it.
a musical artist. His name is Ren, and he made a song about suicide. It was about his friend killing himself. And
that shit was heavy.
yeah, it's a very heavy song. And he had to title it SU exclamation mark CIDE. But he also put out a song before that called Murderer, and YouTube had zero problems with that.
Yeah, but that's the same cultural kind of double standard that we've had for years.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's an international thing. That's
Oh,
in the UK.
oh wow! Some breaking news here.
Right,
Jimmy
yeah.
Carter,
That's
100, passes away.
Holy shit!
Oh, He was the last good one.
I don't know anything
Wait,
about
nope,
Jimmy Carter other than the fact that he owns a
Red-
peanut
Hold
farm.
on. We
Rest
gotta
in
do it.
peace, you glorious peanut farming man.
We gotta do it.
I just realized while that was
I've ever
playing,
known.
the gameplay was showing me looking at poop.
Of all the elected officials I've ever known, he was the most human.
Yeah, he was
alright,
the last
without-
good one.
Without a
Without
doubt.
getting into politics,
Terrible president.
Like,
Very
yeah.
good man.
very, very good man, just not... I would not consider him a successful president.
Yeah, that's right.
Not necessarily all his fault, either.
Good person though.
Oh yeah, absolutely good person.
Deserves respect.
Fucking killed the guinea worm. I think he deserves full credit for that.
Yeah.
Dedicated his life to building houses for people. He
Yeah.
did it for fucking decades.
Yeah. Gave up his peanut farm when he became president because he thought it might be a conflict of interest. That's...
Peanut becomes the
Yeah.
most powerful brand in the country.
Shame about the whole hostage crisis thing.
Yeah, like I said, not a successful president, but a very good man.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about it.
Yeah, we
broadly.
stand Jimmy Carter in this house.
We stand Carter Vale in this house, I'll have you know.
Also,
This-
he used
He
the
was,
influence
he was the
from
oldest former
presidency.
president.
He
Yeah.
used the influence from his presidency in order to do good. He didn't just go out and do speeches and whatnot. He like I said, full credit to him for killing the guinea worm. That piece of shit while we're looking at shit.
Yeah.
Every time you say that, I can't help but feel that you're being slightly offensive towards Italians, and I don't quite know what to say.
No, it's spelled differently. You know.
Is it?
Yeah, if I wanted to insult Italians, I'd go swear at my cousin.
Yeah, and I'd call them wops.
I don't know what a wet ass pussy has to do with it, but okay, there you go.
That's a
No.
whap.
Yeah, that's a wap, not a wop.
No, you gotta say it with an English accent. What?
All right.
Well, is that what they make the Whopper out of?
What else?
No, no,
No, they make that out of low quality beef.
Or Italians.
Italians. Is that how it goes?
You bite into it and it's underdone. Hey!
I've been talking
I'm
with my
playing
hands in my
grilling
head.
here. I'm flame
All right.
hunting over here.
So it turns out I do have a favorite moment of the year. It was that right there.
And now I know why they're so greasy. Okay. I'll show myself.
Oh, Jesus.
Do I have any racist Italian shit? Don't. I'll just do that again.
Racist.
not to like Italians. I'm from gypsy stock, okay? It's a tradition.
But yeah,
Hey,
Car-
you're not
uh,
allowed to say that.
Carter
You're not
has
allowed to
been
say
in
gypsy
hospice
anymore.
care since February 2023. So it's almost been 2 years.
What? Since what?
Carter was in hospice since February 2023. So it's been
He's in
almost
hospice,
2 years
yeah.
that he's been in hospice.
Yeah, I heard something
Oh, that's
about
fair.
him going into basically full-time care. So he's been in a hospice, but he was on like palliative care for the last 6 months or so.
Yeah, he wasn't having the best quality of life.
God forbid he'd be 100 years old and be, you know, a little bit down. Not
He's
very
the
well.
only U.S. president to have reached that age.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I think that's
That's
just
probably because
Abe Lincoln hasn't
he
revealed himself to the
intentionally
public yet.
avoided running afoul of, say, the Clintons.
Well,
No.
no, hold on.
I'm just
'cause
saying, like,
Abraham Lincoln was a vampire. It was in that documentary, so he's still alive somewhere.
No, he was a vampire hunter. That's,
No, have you not seen the
sorry.
film? Okay, because I remember the film. He gets turned into a vampire at the end of the film.
No, he doesn't.
So yes, he does.
Sounds like we need
Okay,
to watch
Dapper. I know you're fucking around right now, but I hold by that film. I took all my friends to go see it in theaters. I have it on DVD.
that. It's such a
I've watched it
fun
1,000
film.
times. He does not get turned into a vampire at the end of that. I guarantee it.
Mr.
You're a
Tripp.
liar and a whore.
I am. Yes, those things are my virtues. Sex work is real work. I'll have you know.
I never said it was a bad thing to be a whore. I'm just saying you are one.
You valued it as well as a liar.
He's
so-
not a whore. He's a Hooters waitress.
Ooh,
Oh no,
you
no, I
sit down
have
at the table
self-respect.
too, don't
Hold on, stop. I have self-respect. I might be a whore, but I'm not some common trollop.
Yeah, I bet when you're working your Hooters shift, you sit down at the table next to them so they like you more, so you get better tips.
My tits are bigger
You
than most
fucking
of them.
bitch.
My tits are bigger than most.
You know, I've never
Hooters.
actually hooked up with a Hooters girl.
Good. I think your wife would be very upset.
She knows.
Wouldn't care if it was before we got married. Well, before we met.
Yeah, if it was during their relationship, that'd be
Yeah,
weird.
that's a whole different story. I'm saying that I've never hooked up with a with a Hooters girl, but the reason for that is purely because every time I went to a Hooters, I was in a relationship, and I was going with the person I was in a relationship with. So
I've never been
Actually,
to
no.
a Hooters.
there were like
So-
2 times where she wasn't with us, but I went with other Marines.
I've never been to a Hooters.
I've been to one.
Yeah, it's
I was,
nothing
like,
special.
15.
Their fried pickles are
Oh,
really the
right.
only reason to go.
Alright.
Well, I don't know. The
I thought
tits
it
and
was the
short
wings.
shorts add to that, but
No. Like you said, they're standard trollops.
Yeah.
well,
It's
you
actually
never
really
know
funny
which,
because Dina and I were talking about Hooters and like strip clubs and shit last night. And
Oh, really?
yeah, I'm not a fan of strip clubs.
Nah, neither am I.
Well, especially in like Washington State because you can't get alcohol at them.
Well, I
So-
mean, the worst part about an English strip club is that they're English.
Yeah, the teeth are all fucked up.
No, it's
get
not.
it.
It's not the teeth. It's the fact that it's just having to hear an English accent trying to speak dirty. It just does not work for me.
Yeah. Plus the wonky tits.
Why
It's
do,
all
you, why do you think all of my girlfriends have been foreign, dude?
Honestly, English accents are only sexy for women, with men being the ones having the accent.
Oh,
And we're
men
not talking Cockney, we're
specifically.
talking like the proper, stereotypical British accent.
the soft boy.
fuck me
accent
harder. Fuck me harder.
Hey, that's an accurate depiction of the British man in the legal system currently.
Oh no.
That's an amazing impression. I didn't know that you could do those.
Yeah, sometimes I get the impression spirit in me, and I can actually do it.
Mhm.
But ask me to do an impression, I'll fuck up every time.
Okay. Yeah. Do an impression
Dina
of the
says you
average
need a
British
bada bing soundbite.
Bada bing.
Bada bing.
Bada bing.
Yeah. Yeah. If you want to find something where I can take that from, then send me a link.
I was walking the other day, and a kid walked up to me completely unprompted and went, "Bazinga!" And I just, I look. Okay, I'm not a smart man. Okay, I creased. I creased. I started laughing, and look, I don't think Bazinga's funny, but I think the fact that it's not funny is funny.
Yeah. It's like a meta irony.
Yeah.
So-
Well, unfortunately, that kid now thinks that that Bazinga is the height of comedy, and just keeps saying it.
Kill the baby! Kill the baby! Kill the baby!
That's kind of how I feel.
So, if we have a show next week,
Not if we're signing off with the music that Jables was playing before we started.
No.
Shh, we don't talk about the pre-show shit. Although we have contemplated starting a Patreon where people have access to that. But we don't
be
talk
nice.
about the
Pre-show.
pre-show shit.
Yeah,
would be a nightmare.
we say some wild shit during the pre-show sometimes.
Yeah, like Rimshee. How did I say hello to you when you popped in?
I thought we didn't talk about the pre-show shit. Why is it that
I
why
don't
is it that I'm the
remember,
only one that has to
actually.
follow the
it
rules?
was pretty standard.
Oh,
Well, at least for us.
it's standard for us. Hold on, I'll DM it to
To be
you.
fair, most of the time when it comes to pre-show with Rimshee, like Jables' apartment could actively be on fire and he's trying to put it out in the background room. She's just like, "Huh? What was that? I was setting something up."
Because I am. Like, I'm trying to make life easier for myself so I can participate more. Oh, yeah, that's what you said. Yeah, that's only like the 34th time you've said that, so.
Yeah, pretty standard.
Counting.
He's building up a case against me. I know. I get it.
Why would I build a case against you? I've already got 3 in file folders.
You're busted, buddy! I'm a cat!
Rimshee is the local arm of the law, but we're Interpol, okay? Any of the foreign guests you've had.
We've had other foreign guests. Katzen comes on sometimes.
Bar.
Yeah. You're the one that
All
seems
of
to like
us.
to hang out a
To be
lot.
fair,
And I
Cats
do
mostly
appreciate
comes
your
on just
company.
to yell at us, and we usually bring Bar on whenever there's anything having to do with Spain.
Yeah, because it pisses him off because we call him Spanish.
He's not
That's-
Spanish.
I know.
He's Moroccan.
That's.
Say that, piss him off more.
Yeah. All right.
I can already feel the eyes burning a hole in the back of my neck.
I felt it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make that joke some more. Hey, but tis. Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
Yeah. I'm not gonna help you.
I believe Bar's got a little bit of Liam Neeson in him.
Yeah.
Oh, I was about to make a joke that we can't make. Sorry.
Well, you
Oh,
might
we
be
can
able to
make
make
it.
it.
You
Type
can't.
DM it to me. I'll make the
No,
joke.
no, no. I mean,
No, he, as a British citizen, cannot make it.
I know. That's why I said DM it to me. I'll make the joke.
oh sweet, we get to see the murder that happened down the road. Sorry, my missus just showed me a picture, a video on YouTube of the town that we live in, and it's town I live in, murder CCTV. There's nothing I
Jesus
love
Christ.
more than murder in CCTV mode. Why the?
Hey kids, want to see a dead body?
Yeah, kinda. I mean, does it count if I've only seen parts of a dead body?
Yeah, ever it was that one guy that blew his head off in front of his computer while he was live streaming.
Oh yeah, I remember that video.
Yeah, after that video, I kind of avoid all that shit. That one hit me pretty hard. That and the Christchurch shooting.
Are you
Yeah.
talking about the
Are you
guy
talking
who's
about
just
the-
being really,
with the
who
shotgun?
appears to be really
Yeah.
dumb,
The guy that didn't
and
know
he's
that it was
playing
loaded.
with a pistol?
Oh, that one? Yeah.
Oh, are you talking about the guy that started the stream and opened it up as a suicide stream?
Yeah, the one
Yeah,
the one I immediately thought of is the guy, like, he gets a phone call, and I guess like the phone call goes badly and goes like, well, I guess that's it then, and then he puts a shotgun under his chin, and
Yeah, that's the
That
one I'm
was-
talking about.
yeah, that one was
fantastic topic to stream to YouTube, by the way. I just
that
say
was that one was incredibly graphic.
Yeah, and the cops came in like 5 seconds afterwards. They were like 5 seconds away from preventing it happening. Yeah.
Yeah, don't do that, guys.
Yeah,
the
like-
new year is a time where emotions run high for a lot of people, and I would inquire everyone to just seek help if you're feeling low. Don't take matters into your own hands. There's never a permanent solution. to a
Also,
temporary
just
problem.
like, don't put that shit on the internet.
Well, no. If you do, make it really fun.
No.
Don't just make it sad. Make it cool.
Kill yourself.
Oh,
Do not.
sorry. I hit the wrong button. My bad.
Damn it,
My
Jables.
bad. My bad.
There's
The
me
thing is, I know
advocating
by the
that
way you're
people
laughing that
seek
that was
help.
a genuine mistake.
There's me trying to like advocate for people to seek help if they're feeling low, and then there's you just playing kill yourself.
Google.
But as I said,
Ding.
I can tell by the tone of Jables' laughter though
I'm glad.
that was a fuck wrong button.
I'm glad that I turned up for that. That's funny. That's fucking gold.
Sometimes Jables' comedic timing, even when accidental, is just spot on.
Still never made me laugh though.
I already did, you dumb bitch.
Yeah. No, this year's been a fucking weird year. Lots of personal
Yeah,
stuff
my
going on
best
this year.
friend is in town for a week. I haven't seen
not
him in
in
about
town.
5 years.
Damn.
I'm not in town. I'm at home.
I haven't seen him since he got married, actually.
I'm not married.
You're one of my best friends. Let me rephrase that then. My oldest best friend.
Jables is going grey now.
No, he's still a little baby.
Speaking of getting married, that's happening next year for me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Just words of advice from a married
Crap.
man.
Hi, dear.
Hi, Mrs. Rimshee.
No, she's actually off at a lesson right now.
Okay. So you're clear to say what you really think.
Yeah, no, I actually, I'll put it this way. It's great, but be prepared for it to not be the, perfect world most people build it up to be. And she's probably gonna leave you within like 3 years. Has nothing
6
to do with
months.
you, has everything to do with her.
I appreciate.
It's
the
never
vote of
the man's
confidence.
fault. That's all I know throughout all of my upbringing and all of the media that's been proposed to me. It's never the man's fault. So just
Well,
keep that
it's
in mind.
because she'll get
That's
bored of
been-
you because you're boring. So
I am. Yeah, I am very boring.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we've done 6 years.
Well,
Can't be that bad. So
I would say like this year especially, ever since we started doing the Dear Abby stuff,
mm,
there's been a consistent theme. Is like you can't trust bitches, man. You just can't.
Bitches be crazy.
Americans definitely. Yeah.
No, I heard a story the other day. There was like this one girl was trying to she was like sleeping around with several dudes. And she put them all in a group chat and she was like, I've been sleeping with all of you, and one of you gave me chlamydia. And the dudes just became friends afterwards. It's like they kicked her out of the group chat and they just continued their group chat and like started going out drinking and bowling and shit together. And they're like, whatever.
yeah, that sounds like guys. That is 100% how guys are. Like,
Especially
let's be
chlamydia
honest.
Chlamydia of all things, some antibiotics, you're fine. Don't worry about it.
I've had work friends that I still don't still never learned their name. Like, I don't know their name.
Yeah, exactly.
I wasn't the most popular guy in high school, but even then, I still had like several people that I just knew and could talk to.
Yeah. Yeah, I was a clique
guys are
jumper in
another
high
generation,
school.
man.
I knew at least one person in every clique.
Yeah, you guys are a generation older than me, so.
Yeah, we didn't have to go on fucking TikTok to make friends.
Wait, what? How old
We
is
had
Dap?
Vine.
Wait, hold on.
Dap
no,
is
hold-
like
hold-
19.
hold on. What?
I'm-
Yeah, fuck it. Let's run with it.
Yeah, he's
I'm
not 19. He's fucking 20.
I wish.
He's not old
No.
well, he's not old enough to drink in the US.
Yeah, but that's because you guys can't drink until you're legally like 96 or something like that. And that so
Yeah, I know. It's crazy, right?
yeah, there's you know, you're not like us strong-livered Europeans that start drinking at 16 and then don't tolerate anything
Oh
other than
my
cigarettes
God.
and red wine.
I cannot tell you how fucking annoying it was working at a gas station when the federal government decided that the smoking age was 21.
Oh,
I can
yeah.
because I've worked in retail and
Like,
No,
all
when-
of a sudden,
when
you got
that-
so
say
many
this.
people coming in that a week before could buy cigarettes, and now they can't.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I remember when that happened. I wasn't like paying attention to the news about it or anything, and I just walked in and I just saw the little sign that said, "To buy tobacco, you have to be born before this date." I was like, that seems a little late. And I thought about it for a second, and then I just started laughing.
No, it's funny though because they wanted to do a rolling age ban, so anyone born by this year couldn't buy cigarettes from any ever in this country. So
Yeah.
I think it, but the problem that we've got with that is I would just start smoking cigarettes out of protest. I'm smoking again. I mean, you guys know I was smoking when you guys met me, but
Yeah.
fuck them. I'll just buy cigarettes for myself and my 25-year-old friend that wouldn't be able to buy them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it comes to getting people off of cigarettes, I do understand the rolling age ban.
Yeah, like-
Anybody in the audience
like,
that
yeah.
doesn't know, it's just like they're gonna set a date, and then every
Yeah.
year the age to buy cigarettes.
The
is
only
gonna
thing
increase,
that
so.
you're going to be doing is creating a black market for cigarettes. It's much like we saw with the war on drugs. Doesn't work.
Yeah, I heard Gen
In all
Z is smoking
honesty,
cigarettes
move
more
this
because
shit-
they got. Sorry,
In all
I
honesty-
heard Gen Alpha is starting to smoke cigarettes more because they're tired of all of Gen Z's vaping bullshit.
Yep. I've got a feeling that Gen Alpha are going to be the Gen Xers of the future, and I'm really fucking digging it.
Yeah, it's
In
just
all honesty,
Yeah.
cigarettes
Punk
and
rock is coming
alcohol
back,
in
baby!
the U.S. Cigarettes and alcohol in the U.S. make it legal at 18. Make it so everything, once you become a legal adult at 18, you have access to that shit. Make it that way. That's fine. Just deal with it there.
well, yeah,
It
like
clears up
it's
so many issues.
it's the old argument
Or
again.
make
It's
the
like,
legal age of being an adult 21. One or the other.
it's the old argument again, but it still applies. It's like, okay, so my government can hand me an automatic rifle and send me to another country, but I can't buy a pack of smokes.
Why in the UK we
Yeah.
have child soldiers?
That's also a thing in Africa. But they include the smokes
Where do
with
you
it.
think? Where do you think we import?
Yeah, but they get smoked. That's the thing. Africa has child soldiers. You're a soldier, you get smokes.
Yeah.
That's
No.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
ridiculous. Like if
I-
you're I could understand, hey, you joined at 17 with a permission slip from your parents and a waiver and whatnot. But you can't get smokes for another 3 months. Sure, that's fine. But once you're 18, fucking access, man.
Yeah,
that's the thing, though, like,
even if
ultimately-
they don't make it even if they don't give access to all 18-year-olds, I think people in the military, if you have a military ID, you can buy booze at 18.
Well, what about civil service? So that's military, police, fire, ambulance. I suppose it wouldn't be ambulance for you, but
No.
fire.
Yeah, I don't care. You're involved with the military. You
No,
deserve
no, no.
to be able
I
to
was
buy
talking about all branches of government service that are broadly like police.
Yeah,
and fire
again,
service.
no. If you're participating
maybe
in the
police.
military directly,
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, you
what's
should
the-
be
what
able
does
to.
the-
But
what does the
I'm
directly
also
mean?
with
We're gonna get into the
Rimshee that
weeds
it should
about-
we just need to decide what a fucking adult is. Like,
yeah, I am purely on,
that's-
hey, are you an adult? Are you an adult at 18? If the answer is yes, you get access to all your shit. I could understand, like, I'm trying to think of an example of something I could understand that would be technically an exception to this, but nothing's coming to mind.
car
Yeah, like-
insurance.
Yeah.
Car
I'm just
insurance
gonna-
isn't
car?
a right, though.
I'm just gonna put it
No,
as
no,
basically as I
driving a
can.
car is a riot.
Like trying to legislate or tax things, like, especially in this case, like cigarettes, to the point where they're not accessible by the general public anymore. It's just government overreach. Plain and
Yeah.
simple.
I thought we didn't get political, but I agree.
It's your government trying to control your
We-
choices. And I
We
am
talk policy.
absolutely
We don't
against
talk politics.
Yeah,
That's
so
it.
but- so
That's the difference with
the-
our show. Like we'll talk policy,
the
but not politics.
cigarette, specifically the cigarette ban or the rolling age ban, is the worst way to do it, because the moment someone becomes 18, they're gonna feel like entitled to pursue this as their own, like much in the same way that a lot of people feel the same way about drugs. You know, it's well, I'm an adult human being. I can make my own wrong decisions, and
How much did
found
the
it-
DARE program stop drug abuse?
I can pretty much
It made it
guarantee you
0%.
increase.
It increased drug use.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they told people weed was the same as heroin, and so people were like, "Weed isn't that bad," and then they did heroin, and now they're
Mm.
fucked for life.
See, the other angle of this is if you just didn't lie about what drugs did and how drugs behaved with
Yeah,
you,
be honest.
you know, people probably would.
Yeah,
I'm
the
like,
fact
like,
that-
this- weed. I don't like weed. Weed doesn't do it for me. You know, I've done it. I didn't enjoy it, and you know, obviously I did it where it was legal, but government. I did it where it was legal, but
Yeah.
you know, in the States, you know, but I didn't enjoy it. It's not for
The
me.
fact
That's fine.
That the United
But-
States federal government still classifies marijuana as Schedule 1 is not only insane, it's fucking criminal.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on how it's made, because you know, a lot of these things, like, weed shouldn't be a high level drug, but the thing is that a lot of the people that are making their money through weed are doing it in a horrendously criminal manner. A lot of the industry
but that's because it's a
around-
Schedule 1 drug.
No, agreed.
is-
Yeah.
But a lot of the industry around the drug industry.
You know, Schedule
is-
1 in the
is
United
horrendously-
States. Schedule
Yeah,
1
we
in the
have
United
a-
States basically means that the drug, according to them, has no benefit whatsoever.
Yeah, we have a
like,
we have a
like it's
similar
not even
classing
worth
system.
researching scientifically. That's what Schedule
Yeah.
1 means.
We have a similar classing system, Class A through C, I think. Or is it?
Yeah. Schedule 1 as it is should not exist. It should be eliminated, and everything on Schedule 1 moved up to Schedule 2, and everything on the schedule renumbered so that Schedule 2 is now Schedule 1, and so on.
Ailment broke my brain. I'm not following. you.
Well,
Don't-
hold on. There are
Go ahead.
some things that should be Schedule 1, like crocodile.
Spice.
I think
Any
I
of the
don't think that has
synthetic
any
marijuanas.
medical benefits. That's
The synthetic marijuanas that like turn you into a fucking zombie.
But the thing is, like, there may be no medical benefit as far as we can tell, but researching it is not something we should be like, oh no, that has to be like special permission bullshit. No, if a company wants to research it and they find out, hey, there is a medical thing to it, then cool. But my point is, it should not be illegal to even do research on it.
Well, in the case of marijuana here in the
creating
States, it's even more
commerce.
bullshit because we know for a fact that it has medical benefits, and yet it's
I'm
still classified
in-
Schedule 1.
I'm in agreement. Like I said,
Mm-hmm.
like Schedule 1 as it is should be not exactly eliminated, but
restructured.
we should not make
reclassified.
research of drugs illegal. Period. Even
Yeah,
if it's to
that's just
research what the
anti-science.
effects are. Like,
Yeah,
just
hey,
another-
it's just anti-science to put it in that. In that
Yeah.
It's just another in a long line of broken systems that need to be revisited.
You know.
there's another one. There's another one. There's another one.
It gets worse when you're talking about like the synthetic use of chemicals, because obviously, you know, it may not have
Well-
any medicinal purpose for human beings, for example, but it
Well,
may
I
well be a really
remember-
great fucking truck nut cleaner that,
Well,
that we can't have access to now because some asshole inhaled it. It became a classified drug, and now all of a sudden, you know, we've got a residue-free metal cleaner that you can't sell to anyone under a specific age without a license.
Well, I remember when I was in high school, I was getting synthetic drugs from China because
Mhm.
they were
Yeah.
eyeglass
still-
cleaner. and
We had,
and things like that, and they would make you trip balls for 8 to 12 hours.
Yeah, we had a similar problem because I don't know if you guys remember.
but they
when
weren't
Spice-
illegal. They weren't illegal yet because that specific chemical composition wasn't illegal.
So yeah, we had the same problem. Spice was when Spice first came out. It came out in fucking packets that were sold in corner shops in the UK. Kind of the equivalent of a corner bodega,
Yeah.
right? Like a small, independently owned store. And it hooked so many people. It's evil shit. It's really evil shit.
Yeah.
Well,
Um,
so weed is Schedule 1, as we know, because it's because
mhm.
the government does not know what the fuck it's doing, apparently. But given that it's Schedule 1, that's what created the synthetic weeds, like spice.
Mhm.
It gave that market.
If there's a market, someone's going to try and fill it.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, that's
There-
why Delta 9 THC is so big right now.
That stuff is sus.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
But-
not even that. It's not even that they're trying to fill, or it's not even that these drugs would exist anyway. A lot of these synthetic drugs only exist because there's that void in the legal system, and then you make them illegal, and someone comes up with a new synthetic legal drug that is legal until it becomes illegal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know,
it's a
fuck
constant
the
game of find the
consequences,
loophole.
Because
Yeah,
legally, this
it's
thing
a
is
constant
glass is
game of
clean, though, it doesn't-
whack-a-mole for the government. Constant game of find the loophole for the manufacturers.
And what's worse
Yeah.
is that because it's technically a glass cleaner product, it doesn't
Yeah.
even have to be tested to be safe.
Yeah.
So you know, you might well get yourself a synthetic marijuana that, yeah, it,
You're like,
it makes
yeah,
you,
I've
it does,
been-
it effectively makes you feel high, and you get to trip balls or whatever it is that you're
I've
looking
I've
for.
been
But now,
yeah, I've-
unfortunately, you've got a second nut growing on your forehead.
I've been at a rave where people were selling little baggies of things, and there was a little label that just said eyeglass cleaner, you know, just for cleaning your glasses. But boy, howdy, you would trip for hours, and it was awesome. But it could also clean your glasses if you really wanted it to. So-
You know, like, it's pretty sad that, like, in the U.S., we have a higher standard for, like, pet food in that regard, where it's like all commercially available pet food in the United States has to be, like, you know, clear for human consumption.
Yeah. Yeah, but supplements don't.
Yeah.
And that's how you end up with lead in your bone broth. I mean, what?
Yeah.
Allegedly.
So you end
Yeah.
up taking little bits of cyanide. Actually, cyanide's in apples. So,
Well,
Cyanide's an
specifically in the apple seeds.
Well, it's not. It's when it breaks down in your stomach, it forms cyanide. But yeah, the compounds in there. But
yeah. It's not enough to kill you, but, you know.
You'd have to eat a
Ooh.
lot.
Yeah, you'd have to eat tons, probably, maybe even just a kilo of just the apple seeds, not just apples in general.
Yeah, I forget what the stat was, but to, like, overdose on marijuana.
You
You would
I think
have
it's
to
something
You'd have to,
smoke
like, smoke,
more
like,
than you
1300
physically could in a day.
I think it's
Yeah,
like
you'd have to smoke,
1300
like,
kilos
it
or
was-
something
it's
like
like-
that you had to smoke.
I think it's like 100 times your body weight within a couple of hours.
Yeah, like they've done testing with like monkeys and dogs where they like expose them to massive quantities of THC or CBD, like quantities that you would never be able to actively consume.
Yeah.
And
they're
it
fine.
yeah, like it was not they never actually killed any of the test animals. The worst they did was render them completely catatonic.
Which happens all the time anyway.
I wonder what we could do if we had like a liquid concentrate THC.
That's
I wonder what,
basically what they gave these animals.
like, hey Jables, do you want to drink this liter of Fago? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And then just like we see him next year. It's like he finally
Well,
wakes up.
one thing
The ultimate weight loss drug because you can't fucking move.
one thing I learned in like my heaviest smoking days is that like there was one time I smoked myself sober. I got so high I became sober again. I went full horseshoe on it. And then as I
Is that
started coming
booze?
down, I started to get high again. It was the weirdest fucking thing.
You can drink through it with booze as well. I've done that. It's not good.
Yeah, it's just
Generally it takes some coke for me to do that.
For legal reasons, that's
It's
a
like-
joke. For legal reasons, that's a joke.
It's like the body's like, okay, we're just gonna pause the sensation part for a while
Yeah.
while we reboot.
Yeah, where you're so high you're sober now. And like I felt perfectly sober and I just like stopped smoking. I'm like, guys, I'm not getting any higher. I just feel sober now. And then I just like sat on the couch for a bit and just chilled. And then all of a sudden I started to feel super high again.
Yeah, it's like a couple of people have done the video on him. I know Count Dankula did one not too long ago. They're like that one Finnish soldier that took all the meth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And he was very anti-meth, so he didn't know how much to take either.
Well, no, what happened is that he was leading his group, like he was the one that was supposed to cut a path through the snow with his skis so that all of his buddies could escape the Soviets. And he was starting to get tired. And they had given the meth to him because they knew he didn't take it. So he was the safe option to give it to. So while he's skiing, he fishes the container of what it's basically, they called it permatin, but it's basically just pure methamphetamine.
Nice.
He fishes it out of his coat, but because it's dark, he can't really see, and he's got these heavy mittens on, so he can't really feel either. Instead of trying to like get a couple of tablets out, he just dumps the entire thing into his hand, not realizing it, and takes all of it.
Yeah, his entire squad's worth of meth.
Yeah, the entire squad's supply he takes in one go.
Tell you what, I bet he cut a
And,
hell of a trail.
Well,
He completely left them behind. They were screaming at him, trying to get him to stop, but he was too far ahead.
Yeah, he's zooming,
in
dude.
slow motion.
He got the zoom.
He's also not sure how much of his experience was real and how much of it was in his own head.
Y2K, war on drugs versus war on drugs.
Is this the basis for that film, Simu? Or he's just
Yeah, like,
unstoppable about it?
he did all kinds of crazy shit. Like, he found an abandoned cabin and accidentally burned it down, but decided to just stay outside near it anyway because it was warm.
So
He blew himself up twice. He got into a fist fight with a tree.
Nice.
there is a
Who
correlation
doesn't get
between
into a
people
fist fight
taking
with a
meth
tree?
and burning down cabins in the woods. Okay, maybe we need to look into this.
And the craziest thing is that despite that he took all the meth, and that for like about a week or more, like he had a heart rate of like 200 beats a minute. He was fine. He recovered.
Oh, fine.
Fucking legend. Fucking.
He lived into his fucking
What a
like
Chad.
late 70s, I think. Even though he took an amount of meth that should have killed an elephant.
He would have lived to 100 if he didn't do that.
Well, that's because it was pure meth. It wasn't like it was less of an issue compared to the shit they've got nowadays, which is all mixed with other shit, cut and whatnot.
Like even scientists have like looked back at it and just like, yeah, the fact that his heart didn't explode is nothing short of a miracle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. The fact that he lived is still a miracle, but a huge portion of that has got to be. Yeah, a huge portion of that has got to be the fact that there wasn't all this extra shit.
Yeah, it took 30 years off of his life, though.
Yeah.
Farming
Yeah, you're only
peanuts.
born with so many
Building
heartbeats.
houses for the homeless. If he hadn't done all that meth.
Alright.
Positive uses of drug use, you know, fighting the Soviets. Game-ending communists on meth sounds like a really fun time. I've been planning a trip to Finland. Not for this reason, but now I'm considering another reason.
What? To do
One
meth?
of the funniest parts, though, is that at one point he actually skied right into the camp of the Soviets that he was running from.
And everyone was so... it took him, like, till the last minute to realize that that was the case. And it took them
Why
so
was that a
long to
white
realize
blur?
that it wasn't another Nazi that they didn't even get a chance to shoot him.
Communist.
He just went straight through the camp.
Comrade, why is there a white blur through the
Because
middle of camp?
who would be dumb enough
Like,
to
holy
ski
shit, guys!
towards-
I've been looking for you. Are you guys okay? Oh wait, you're not my guys. Never mind.
Yeah, their logic was, who would be stupid enough to brazenly ski towards us if they were the enemy? Like,
Yeah.
unarmed, not unarmed, but like without their weapon drawn or anything like that, just... Yeah!
Just skiing. Middle of the night.
And then all of a sudden, last minute, just skis right through the group. And they all
Oh,
realized
this is the best.
that wasn't one of us.
This is the best part. They said, like, he got blown up twice. He stepped on a landmine, and then he, like, opened a door to a shack that ended up being booby-trapped and got blown up again.
What
It
is
was
with the
after he got
pen?
blown up after he got blown up the second time, and was just, like, laying in a ditch for a while. Like, friendly troops actually found him. And they're like, okay, buddy, like, you've been gone for like a week now, and we have no idea how you're still alive, but we're going to get you out of here. We're going to take care of you, buddy. And as they're taking him back, another soldier steps on a landmine and gets extremely severely wounded. So they have to leave him behind while they go and take the other guy to get help. And he manages to survive like another day or so until they can come back for him.
What a goat.
I think they said when he started his journey, he was like close to 200 pounds or a little over, because he was a big dude. But he had like dropped to under 100 pounds by the time they got him back to safe lines.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Because he had just been out there for so long, running entirely on meth, basically.
Percatol diet.
There's a comedian, Jessie Mae Peluso. She was a meth addict for a hot minute. And what she found out is that meth just sort of runs through your system. Like, your body doesn't necessarily process it. So you could get high off of meth head piss. And she started drinking her own piss to get high again when she didn't have the money to get more meth.
Yep, and
Oh,
scabs
God.
as well that form on the body.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a fucked up drug. But at least
Anyways,
people
you
would do it if
wanna-
There wasn't a war on drugs.
You guys want to do some Am I the Asshole, or give some people some advice?
Yeah, let's ring out the old year right. Let's
Yeah.
tell
Alright,
people
now-
how fucked up they are.
I'm gonna go get
Here's
whiskey
the
while you guys
question:
stand up.
which one are we doing? Which one do you have in mind?
I don't specifically have anyone in mind. If you've got one.
I mean,
Right.
we've got the guy who lied about working at McDonald's.
Yeah.
The lady whose sister is angry that she got engaged.
Oh, yeah.
Right, I now have a glass of very nice bourbon to get us through this am I the asshole one, because I know for a fact I'm gonna end up getting really angry with one of these people.
Wait. Are we... Wait, which is the engaged one?
So you
Is
posted
that the one
two
where
today.
the sister stole the ring? Did we already do that?
No, you posted 2 today.
Yeah.
It's the first of the 2. The People article.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Did we do the ring stealing thing?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't ask me about that one. I wasn't there for it.
Yeah. That one was fucked up.
So, what do you want to do?
Let's do the engagement one. Sir, do you want to take this?
I'm opening the website.
Oh, that is good whiskey.
Oh, lucky.
I've got a lovely bottle of
Okay.
Irish Craig, which is hard to get hold of in the UK, and I'm enjoying every fucking sip.
I'm not allowed to have whiskey at home.
Does that violate your parole because we all know you're a felon?
I'm not a felon. I've never actually been.
No, it's just a
personal.
good idea.
We're just gonna
Personal
go with
rule.
it's a personal requirement.
Yeah.
And a good idea, as I said.
That bottle goes away quick. I'm just gonna say that.
Anyway, woman says her older sister is angry because she got engaged. I just don't understand.
Neither do parents.
The woman was met with hostility instead of congratulations from her sister after she got engaged. The recently engaged woman explained in a post on Reddit's popular Am I the Asshole forum that her older sister became angry with her after she announced what was supposed to be happy news. My older sister is angry that I am engaged before she is and will be married before she is, even though I've been dating my boyfriend, now fiance, for a shorter period of time than she's been with her boyfriend, the younger sister wrote.
All right, bullshit.
Yep.
That's your boyfriend's fault. Has nothing to do with your little sister. Don't be mad about that, you dumb bitch.
To be
Third
fair,
episode.
we are only getting one side of this. So let's keep going.
According to the older sister's logic, she has been with her partner for a longer period of time and is ahead in birth order, so she should therefore get to say I do first.
According
The bride
to
to be
complaint.
asked Redditors, am I the asshole that I don't think this matters at all? She added, I just don't understand what I'm supposed to say to this.
Alright.
In the comments section, Reddit users argued that the younger sister was not the asshole in the situation because her older sister is being jealous and ridiculous. You cannot dictate when your boyfriend was going to ask, nor can you wait around for hers to ask. He may never decide she is the one, and you'd be waiting around for years, one person pointed out. To which the original poster replied, this was kind of what I said.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. I'm sorry your older sister's jealous and being a cunt about it.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
It's
there's
not
very
your
minimal
problem.
info, but go ahead.
it's
Not your
not-
problem that her man hasn't nutted up and asked yet.
Well,
Yeah.
the other thing
Yeah,
is
I
that-
mean, it is what it is. You're gonna deal with it no matter what. You're in a relationship. We have very minimal information here, but I mean, based on what we're getting, it sounds like shut the fuck up and don't bitch about your sister, older sister.
Yeah.
Complain to your boyfriend. Don't complain to your sister.
Well, it seems to be the older sister who's upset that her younger sister is getting married.
That's
is
exactly what
deferring
it is.
It's well, no, I was about to expand on it. Is deferring a lot of her misdirected resentment.
Transposing her resentment from her
Also,
from her
I love the
fiance
idea
to
of
her
like,
sister.
it's like bringing up birth order. It's like, the fuck are we talking about birthrights here? Is this feudal Europe? The fuck?
Well, she also brought up that she's been in a relationship with her boyfriend longer than her younger sister.
Well, if it was feudal Europe, Dad would be organizing the fucking wedding. You wouldn't get to say when you get married.
Like, let's present a situation where I could see some see the older sister being not upset but having misgivings. The younger sister and her boyfriend met 3 weeks ago.
Now they're getting married.
Yeah, I could see that. I could absolutely see that. And I could see the sister misconstruing
but weren't they together
that
for like
as...
3 years? So
Does it even say how long they've been together?
I think just that it's been a shorter time than her older sister's been with.
It gives no time frame. So like I said, this could be 3 weeks. This could be 3 years of dating.
Yep.
And the younger sister could be going, well, it could be 3 weeks, and the younger sister could be going, well, you're just jealous of the fact that I've got someone who wants to marry me. Hi.
Take it over.
It's funny though, because obviously this is one side of the story, but if we're going with just the information we've received, the older sister is being unreasonable and deferring a lot of how she feels about. But I think Jables, I think Rimshee's right. I think we need to look at it like, well, this woman is clearly in a heightened emotion, talking about a heightened emotional thing that is happening. So it's not just like,
well, it's
my sister's being a bitch because she's being a bitch. It's my sister is being a bitch because of something that is already a very, very emotional topic for a lot of people. It's because of
this feels like older sibling syndrome.
I've never dealt with it, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I've seen two sisters deal with it. But it's so this is like when the little sister was born, you get a little bit neglected because you were the only child for a while. And then, no, I'm supposed to do these things first. This is my thing. I'm supposed to be the first one.
Even with that, like I said, we don't have enough info because all it said is that I've been dating my boyfriend less time than my sister's been dating hers. We don't know if that's I've been dating my boyfriend for only 3 weeks, whereas my sister's been dating hers for 3 years, or if it's my boyfriend and I have been together for 3 years and her boyfriend have been together for 4.
Yeah.
If it's like, hey, yeah, we got married and we got engaged after 3 weeks of even knowing each other, not even dating, straight up knowing each other. Like maybe they met a week later, they started dating, and now this is 2 weeks after they started dating. They've been on 2 dates. We don't know what's going on there. There's just too little info.
Your older sister imagined a big ornate wedding that she would get married at first.
Oh, yeah, that's absolutely possible. I'm saying in addition to that, we don't have enough info about the relationships.
Well, can we run off of our intuition with the relationships, assuming that both relationships are of a standard duration? So
I'm assuming they're 2+ years at least.
Yeah, but we've got no information. Like I said, the younger sister
but we're
and
trying
her
to run off assumptions right now. So I know
So
assumptions make an ass out of you and me, but you know,
No, what I'm saying is,
that's all we can
if
do.
it's a short, like 2-week relationship, then it's a whole
That's
different
fucking
story.
insane.
Yeah, it's fucking insane, and I'm with the older sister. Potentially with the older sister, because we're not
it's not
actually
jealousy
getting.
At that point, it's just a bad fucking move.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, like we're not actually told. Like, I'm not seeing anything of what the older sister is actually saying. Just that she's angry, and that the younger sister at least believes that it's because she is engaged before the older sister. We don't know what the time period for the dating is. If it's a short duration, like they've been together for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month even, then I'm more likely to be on the older sister's side. If it's been like 2-3 years that they've been together and the older sister has been with her boyfriend for 3-4 years, something like that, then I lean more towards the younger sister's side. That time frame really matters.
So
yeah, the time frame's the only thing that matters in this whole thing.
Yeah, that's the only thing that could sway me one direction or another, is how long they've been dating. There is a point where, like, if you've been dating for a year, I could see it being either direction or a combination of the two for the sister, for the older sister. But,
yeah.
Well, you know, clearly what this is you know, an issue with communication, either between the writer of this question and the audience, or the two sisters. So yeah, side with the sister or not, you don't have enough information to come down on one side or the other. However, if it is just a case of your sister or your sister pitching a fit because she didn't get to do it first.
Another factor.
It's again like with every advice column, it always boils down to you need to communicate more clearly your intentions and concerns with people.
Yeah.
Yeah, the devil's in the details. That's just reality.
What is clear is
that's
that the
what
older sister isn't
that's what it comes
discussing.
down every time we do these things. It's just
Yeah. Well, what is clear is that the older sister hasn't properly expressed herself to
That's
her
not
younger
even
sister.
clear, because this was posted to Am
No,
I
you're
the
right.
Asshole, which is more often than not people trying to get validation for their own opinion. So
yeah, they try to paint themselves in the best light, and even then, sometimes they're still the fucking asshole.
That's human nature, though. People self-edit their lives to make themselves the protagonist. It's just the way
absolutely. Absolutely, but at the same time, my point is, it was posted on Am I the Asshole, so we could be getting that the sister is angry when she's actually just concerned. We could be getting that, that the anger is coming from the fact that she's not engaged after dating her boyfriend for 2 years, but we're engaged after 2 weeks. Without that info.
Because it's an untrustworthy source, because it's one member of the argument having complete narrative control. So
absolutely,
I don't disagree with you.
So,
but running on the hypothetical that what we've received is completely accurate information, the advice I'd give the older sister is, you know, you need to have a proper conversation with your partner about whether or not you're gonna get married. It's really awkward, because at the moment I'm planning with my fiance our wedding, and it is a lot of stress, and I can completely and utterly get behind anyone that says they don't want to do it. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you don't feel a certain way about the relationship.
There's also a huge difference between getting married and having a wedding.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think a lot of people think of getting married as the wedding part, rather than the actual relationship commitment.
I'm fully aware. without getting too much into my personal life, I have a sibling whose partner is not interested in getting married, or well, he's kind of sort of warming up to it, but he's not really interested in the wedding or anything like that. Because his parents' marriage didn't exactly end well.
Yeah.
So I can understand that, but at the same time, it's not about the actual ceremony, it's about the commitment to the person you're planning on spending the rest of your life with.
The creation of a union.
The thing about not getting married, like, you could do it in a courthouse, no big deal. The thing about not getting married is either it's something you both agree to, or because you both feel the same way about it, or it's because one of you is
all right. Now
one of you's not interested in that, and it makes it really come across as, hey, I'm more interested in having this out than I am in actually proving that I'm willing to stay.
Rimshee, now you flipped me. Now I think that the older sister just wanted to have her big party first.
Yeah.
That's completely possible.
Yeah.
Again, my opinion on that really, really depends on if the sisters are. It really depends on if the relationship we're talking about, the younger sister's relationship, is 2 weeks or 2 years.
Yeah.
It's the duration that makes the difference to me.
Well, it's also how you breach these topics as well. But I think that a lot of the wedding side of things is that sibling rivalry of, because I'm looking at this purely from an outside perspective. I don't have any siblings to be rivals with, so I can see that would probably be a big motivating factor behind it.
Well, this is also more of an issue when you're talking about female siblings. Because I am in no competition with my brothers as to who's going to get married first, and never was in that sort of competition.
There's also the cultural aspect of it. We don't know where this person's from, so there may well be different thoughts and feelings about the institution of getting married.
I do know that both of my older sisters got married, and at my next to oldest sister's wedding, once both my sisters were married, during my sister's wedding, my mom was like, "Hey, when are you gonna get married?" I'm like, "No."
I've been getting that a lot, but in another context.
Like, in my case, I'm the eldest, but like, I'm unmarried, probably never going to be married. My sister's married and has 2 children now.
You should get legally married to a park bench or something stupid.
No, you should get legally married to a chatbot AI, right? Like that guy in Japan.
Oh,
there was a
God,
software
no.
update, and his wife died.
Yeah.
He got married to this AI
we actually
chatbot.
covered that on this show. That was so sad.
In every possible way, that is the saddest outcome that could have happened. It's
Like-
so sad. Imagine
Like,
logging onto your
Japan
computer.
needs help. Japan really needs help.
Yeah.
They're going through it over there.
Yeah, it's almost like South Korea over there. Less angry incels running the street, but
Well, they don't have guns to shoot people, so.
Or themselves.
Anyhow.
But they know how to make them.
Which ones, the Koreans or the Japanese?
Well,
Japanese.
they have 3D printers.
I mean, the
well, no.
Koreans are like the Israelis. They have mandatory military service.
Yeah, the Koreans also have Daewoo, which is a fantastic manufacturing company.
Oh yeah.
I
All
think, yeah, I think we've given as good as we can get out of this one, unless anyone else has got anything to say.
Yeah, and I think I think
we
we're
covered
gonna
it.
end. I think we're just gonna end the show here. Just
Yeah, probably
In the
for the
show
best.
and in the year.
yeah. See you guys
See you
next
next-
year, because
see
I'm
you
a
next
cringe.
I need my
bag.
hand, Bubba. I need my hand to end the show.
No, how dare you? You must stream 24/7 forever.
All right.
No.
See you in 2025, fuckers.
That's
See
not
ya
gonna be a
next
2025.
year.
I fucking hate. I do one cringe thing on New Year's Eve where I start a cigarette at like 11:58, and then I'm like, I've been smoking this cigarette since last year.
That's fucking terrible.
Yeah,
I
that is
know.
really fucking cringe.
That you should
I
feel bad
yeah, it's
about
super
that one.
cringe, but it brings me joy. You know.
I'm a dad.
We don't-
I
we-
get to make these cringe jokes.
That's very true.
Yeah. I'm an
I didn't remember
uncle. I
get
get
my
to make
triple
cringe
treat
jokes.
box on
Yes.
New Year's Eve.
I don't know. Thanks everybody that watched. Have a happy New Year. Have fun.
Guava y'all.
Yeah, all 4 of you. Love you guys.
Bye,
What's
everybody.
that?
Get the fuck
What's
out
up?
of here.
All right, later.